Your transformations are triggered by anger and fear.
Those are like the baseline of any woman just existing.
Hey guys, welcome back. Today we discuss She-Hulk. Jennifer Walters, aka She-Hulk, was created in the 1980s, arriving on the scene in The Savage She-Hulk #1. Jennifer's a skilled criminal lawyer who gained her Hulk persona after a blood transfusion from cousin Bruce Banner following an incident where she was nearly killed by some gangsters. As with Bruce, it was difficult for her to control her transformation at first, but she eventually reconciled her identities and, surprisingly enough, continued her legal practice on behalf of supers and regular people alike, sometimes even in She-Hulk form. At various times, She-Hulk served with the Avengers and with the Fantastic Four, and when she wasn't helping save the world, the ever-feminine green bombshell had quite the love life, having been romantically linked to numerous eligible bachelors across the Marvel Universe, including none other than Thor himself. She's smart but also flawed, fun but at times foolish, a pretty well-rounded, relatable character. Now that character has gone from pretty cool on the page to a live action in an upcoming 10-episode series entitled She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, which drops August 17th on Disney+. The problem, of course, is the timing in Disney. The new series drops in the midst of what Gary from Nerdrotics coined the MCU, where a modern feminist agenda is driving much of the writing and marketing for current Marvel projects, and in such a manner that it's generally insulting to both the fans and virtually all of the original characters fans made famous. In a recent interview with the actor portraying the character in the upcoming television series Orphan Black star Tatiana Maslany, it quickly becomes clear that we can expect no less than a continuation of this pattern with the new Hulk. She describes the character as being inspired by a trans musician, ignoring entirely that the character herself is, and should be, influenced by the comic she's based on, and perhaps also the atomic woman she's arguably derived from. Tatiana goes on to describe Jennifer's career as male-dominated and incredibly vicious and hierarchical, but this is a lady who graduated from not one, but 2 Ivy League universities. She doesn't have to work for anyone, and indeed, some 30% of lawyers are self-employed. Nearly 40% of the profession are women. And despite the stereotypes and how lawyers are constantly portrayed as arrogant, egotistical, narcissistic, this is a profession required to abide by certain rules of ethics and professionalism. So clever, shrewd, no nonsense, sure. Vicious may be an exaggeration. Like Twitter, television courtroom drama is not real life. But by framing the character and her career in this way, it sets her up to be portrayed as some kind of oppressed victim, a marginalized minority fighting the literal man in her effort to break the glass ceiling. At the same time, she's being promoted as a feminist hero, making sure to distance her as far as possible from male fantasy. This is again She-Hulk that we're talking about here. So because they're making it perfectly clear at this point that they're going in this direction, we can also expect for them to not stop there. In order to lift Jennifer up as a strong, independent woman who don't need no man, we can certainly also expect they will effeminize any male she encounters. They'll be dumbed down and misogynistic. She will likely be masculinized and avoid at all costs the male gaze in her design. She'll be elevated as the bestest ever, which itself will be empowered and validated every episode. But at the end of the day, She-Hulk Attorney at Law will be something to see. It will be a show on television. It'll be something to review and something to most likely quickly cast aside in the pile of Marvel's crumbling legacy. But I could be wrong. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.